Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle cards. I use them as Oracle cards. They're listed as a tarot deck. It is the Akashic Tarot by, where is your name? Sharon Ann Klinger, Sandra Ann Taylor. Sandra Ann Taylor sounds very familiar. I must have another deck by her. I think I do. It's popping in my head from somewhere. I'm sure I've said that before. Anyway, if you like the stuff you're seeing, those are the people who created it, and then you can find that stuff if you so wish. If you're not familiar with the Akashic Tarot, you'll see why if you're familiar with the Tarot, you'll understand as we get going why I view it more as an Oracle deck. And you may disagree, and that's cool. Have your own opinion. I think it's a great deck. I do. It just doesn't equate to me the same way a tarot deck does, but I do think it's a really good deck. So I want to use it. So there we go. Alright. Starting over here. What do we got over here? We have Judgment with the Three of Wands. You got out of Dodge. It's my first thought. You got right out of Dodge. Kind of like, listen. It seems like it was a quick, like, wait, you know what? This ain't working. Gotta go. And you just picked up your stuff and you were out the door. Kind of like, you know what? I don't know why it took me so long to see it, but this isn't working. Bye. Gotta go. You got, what is that? Wishes Fulfilled and the Queen of Keys, which they're both purple backgrounds, so I think they're both air. Because I think the keys are supposed to be air. Doesn't matter. We're going to keep going. You know what you're doing. You've done what you needed to do here. You're like, I have served my purpose. Whatever I needed to do here, it is done. So I'm not hanging out anymore. I'm done with this. I'm going to move forward. It seems very cut and dry. It's just kind of like you hit that moment. Like, I don't feel like there's anything to really discuss about it. You're just like, it's just, I've made up my mind. Now, when you've made up your mind and you're leaving, you're done. This is interesting. The Two of Pentacles shows up with the chess game, which is the Three of Keys. Which they do show one piece knocked over, but the question is, who has lost out on this situation? Who's the scapegoat? And there's the Two of Pentacles here, kind of like, the way it's looking up, it seems like it's looking at you, kind of like, can I use this to my advantage? This is the past. This is something you're walking away from. I just feel like there's something here you need to be aware of. Like, whatever you're walking away from, there is a chess game being played with that. However it happened, whatever you decided, somebody's using it to their advantage, and they're deciding what they want to come of it, and they're manipulating it based on what they want from it. I'm going to go a little farther here with the Eight of Scrolls and the Four of Wands. Path unknown. Something is fortifying here, but the path unknown really makes me feel like, what is actually coming of this? The way you're walking away from something. See, Scorpio usually ties into a few different elements at once. Usually, for example, excuse me, like I'm getting the hiccups and burps, excuse me. What is the stress here? Because I'm feeling it's kind of like you have a few different times. Like if you have a job, you usually make a few friends at that job, you know what I mean? Or if it's a family connection and you're like, I'm out of this relationship, it's not working. There's other people involved. Like there's other like secondary ties here or something like that. And it's questioning, like, how is that going to actually become an issue? Is it going to become an issue? And I'm feeling like this person, whoever it is, whatever you're walking away from, being at a job, a person, whatever it may be, I feel like they're thinking it over, like, you know, can they make life difficult for you? Or if they make life difficult for you or try to, are they really just going to make it much more difficult for themselves? They're thinking, but they're realizing once they push the button, it's kind of like whatever they're doing next, if they get on your bad side, I feel like they're smart enough to know if they get on your bad side, there's no reason for you to hold back. And they know you're strong. I feel like this person at least gets it. Whoever it is, whether it's a job or whatever they're doing and whatever they're looking to spin it, whatever way they want to spin this situation to go to their benefit, they seem to know your strength and there's no reason you would hold back. And they got to be careful, kind of like if they take you off the wrong way and you have the ability to get even, it's not even so much even, just say your piece, you will, and it won't be pretty. Because I'm getting the master artisan on your side, but I feel like they see this. It's a fair warning. I'm getting it's fair warning that they need to be careful. They need to think about what they're doing and make sure they don't push their luck a little too far. They take you seriously. I feel like this is maybe part of the same energy that like you're walking away from, like, yeah, I'm done with this isn't working. You're finished with them. But however long you've been connected with them, they learned enough about you to realize you're not the one to mess with. Like, I'm always saying that about Scorpio. Like, they've got a lot of power and a lot of passion, and that passion, if it's motivated in a negative way, they're going to feel it. They're going to feel it, and they know it. And your card comes in here. You got the Scorpio card, Death, with the Two of Swords. I feel like they're abstaining from really pushing it. I feel like with someone else, they might play a little bit of BS with this. They might lie a little bit, flat out just lie and create a situation that wasn't really there and try to make it your error for walking away and try to make you look like a bad person for walking away or whatever, trying to make you look like the bad guy. But I feel like they're looking at this and they're knowing, I try that crap, ooh, it's going to hurt and it's not going to work. One, it's going to hurt, but two, it's not going to work. It seems like it upsets them more that it's going to hurt when it comes back towards them. And it's secondary that, yeah, it's not going to really work. If they didn't think it would hurt, they might actually try, even though the odds were against them. But the fact that they're like, yeah, no, I don't think I want to. They've got, is this the Driscoll? No, this is not the Driscoll. The Driscoll is the spirals, the 3 spirals. What is this? Triquatra? The strength I'm getting from this, they really got to think about what they're doing and why they're doing it. They really got to make a thought. Like, they really got to think of what's right here and what's not right. I feel like they realize, like, I don't want to start a problem that's just going to go on forever. If they start something, they may have the ability to start it, but they won't have the ability to stop it. And I feel like that's another thing. That's the third element finally coming in and just finally getting them to calm down. Kind of like, yeah, first of all, it's going to hurt coming back towards me. Second of all, I don't think I'm going to win. Third of all, I can start it, but I know I'm not going to be able to stop it. It's going to have to stop on its own or somebody else is going to have to do it. So those 3 things together, the Driscoll here, I think this is a Driscoll. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, no. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. They've got the Muse with the Two of Worlds. They're abstaining from causing problems. There's much more value in just accepting the situation and acting respectfully about it. Whoever this person is, that's not always their thing. That's not always how they roll. Sometimes they just cause problems just to see what they can get out of the situation. But in this situation, they're like, you know what? It's going to hurt when it comes back towards me. I'm probably not going to win what I want, and I'm not going to have control over it. I can start it, but I can't stop it. The only control is the start. I can't stop it when I want to. It'll take its own life. It'll move on as it wants to. So I feel like, especially with the Muse, kind of like, you know what? It's better to be happy and stay away from it rather than be unhappy and just having to wait for it to stop in its own volition. The Two of Worlds makes me feel like they did have a chance to really cause some problems, but they decided to mind their P's and Q's and leave it alone. For some of you, I feel like you were fully aware of that. You knew they could start some stuff. You're just waiting to see if they were gonna. Are you going to start some stuff? Are you going to start with me? Are you going to cause me problems? Because I'm waiting, and if you do, you're going to get it. I feel like that's your energy. Like, you start with me, you're not going to like it, so you better not, but I'll wait. And you're holding off to the side like, all right, you're going to do it, or you're going to leave me alone? Because you better leave me alone. The Queen of Roses is telling me, because the thing about roses have thorns. I always think of that. That's why my favorite flower is tulips, in case it matters. I don't know why I'm putting that out there. Probably shouldn't, but there you go. So the Queen of Roses is like, I can be sharp. I'm very beautiful, but I can be really sharp. And I feel like you're staying in your beauty. You're staying in your beauty. This is moving on. Caught in the ruins with the Three of Pentacles. Caught in the ruins is kind of like, I gotta be honest, when I'm feeling your energy, it's kind of like you maybe a little bit wanted them to start with you because you were all ready to rip them apart. I feel like you were all ready for it. So caught in the ruins is kind of almost, it's like part of you's like, I kind of wanted you to start something because I was ready to rip you apart. But you have control of your energy. That's the thing. You're not going to fight back unless they start something. You're not going to be the one starting something. You're just kind of like, it's over. It should be over. I want to kind of move away from it. It's better to just move away from it. So your energies, you have more control over it in this moment. Kind of like, I'm not going to create an issue. But if they open that door, I'm slamming it in their face. I have no reservation about it. If they come at me, no holds barred. I'm coming for them. If they leave me alone, though, I'll do what I should do. I'll stay away from the situation. I'll let it be. Caught in the ruins with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you have to work things out a little bit with this person afterwards. Like you seem to have to make peace in some way. And the fact that they're playing nice and you know that they usually don't, I feel like you're just kind of poised, just kind of like, well, we'll see how long that lasts. But at the same time, you're like, I gotta do what's right. I know that this isn't a good idea to start with this person. I do have some things I still want to say to them, and I could, but it doesn't seem like it's warranted right now. They're playing nice. I guess I'll play nice. Why let it be a thing? Why let it be a thing? It does take some energy on your part, though, because you could still. But I feel like you got your energy under control. Like, you know what, life is pretty good right now, and I want to keep it that way. So I'll play nice. I feel like it goes well. I feel like you're making really good decisions in this situation. Is there anything else I need to say with that? I don't think so. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.